tired of being humble, let me get to it. That motivation music, get control of your life, don't let nobody else do it. Cause when I gon' have matching S550s cruising. Like you winning on the
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Run with me, Manny Wilson, all the way from Detroit to Chicago to your speakers and headphones. Now, I appreciate you tuning in to the first interactive sports podcast, a community that makes sure your voice is heard. So if you hear something you agree with, you disagree with, you like or you dislike, go ahead, shoot us a quick take on the voicemail line. That's 219-413-9405. And of course, we will play your take back on our next episode. And then shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring this episode. Get $20 off your first ticket purchase when you use the promo code The Run Podcast. Now, this code can only be applied for first-time users on the mobile app or website. So I don't know about you, but football season is going strong right now. MLB playoffs are about to get started. It's a lot of different things happening. And I mean, maybe you do want to go see your team play, but if you're like mine, if you're a fan of the Falcons, then you don't want to see them play because we just got popped by 30 points against the Carolina Panthers. This team is going to seriously make me lose my damn mind. 30 points. Now, I'm trying to chill out. I don't want to be the one overreacting over here, but I can't help it, bro. 30 to zip against the worst defense in the NFL? Are you kidding me? Now, I swear, man, I usually try and be cool about stuff like this. Everybody has these type of bad games, but damn it, this is a game that's a fireable offense. This is a game where people need to start getting put in a hot seat. Your seat needs to be heated up after a game like this. 30-0 against the worst, one of the worst teams in the league, the worst defense in the league. This is unacceptable. And for the offense, oh my gosh, please come to the stand just a little bit so I can talk to you. Michael Penix Jr., holla at me real quick. Zach Robinson, holla at me real quick. You know what, F it. Raheem Morris, holla at me real quick. Because for a second, just for 1 second, this is the thing that blows my mind. All right, yeah, I get it. We played bad. The offensive play call was rough. Michael Penix had you can honestly say that this was his welcome to the league moment for Michael Penix Jr. So I'll even somewhat give him a pass for that. I ain't never seen him look like this a day in my life. I was looking at him a little sideways in this performance here, but Michael Penix Jr. had the rough game. You overlooked a lot of different targets that was out there. And also Zach Robinson with the play calling still rough. Somebody, please. I don't know who the hell is out there, but somebody please tell Zach Robinson that it is not illegal to get out of the pistol. Or somebody tell Zach Robinson it is legal in the NFL to use a different formation than the pistol formation. Please, somebody tell him. Because the only time I've noticed Zach Robinson going out of the pistol formation is on third downs when it's so obvious on a 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8 that you're gonna pass the ball. Why? Why is this offense so predictable? Why is everything so just relaxed on the offensive end? There's no spontaneity. There is nothing that is catching the defense off guard. There is nothing that has any sense of urgency within this offense of the Atlanta Falcons right now. And when Michael Penix Jr. have a game like he did against the Panthers, overlooking targets, doing whatever, his welcome to the NFL moment, come on, man. I'm speechless. They literally leave me speechless in times like this. So this needs to be cleaned up immediately. Zach Robinson needs to bring his ass down to the field, call these plays, make sure Penix can hear him through the headset. I know they said that was an issue that was going on, but are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous, man. This team has so much potential, and we took maybe 5 steps back. 5 steps, not just one. Man, you know what? Maybe we even took 10 steps back in this Panthers loss 30-0. This is not even just a 5-step back and 1 step, 2 steps. No, this was 10 steps back from any of the progress that we've seen over the past few years at this point. Because it was so many different things wrong with this Atlanta Falcons offense, and it was just flat out embarrassing. It was flat out embarrassing to be beat down like this against the Carolina Panthers. Just ridiculous, man. It was a ridiculous performance. Okay, so what the oddball thing about here, now that I've gotten all of that out, the odd thing about this game against the Panthers here is yes, we struggled. The offense looked bad. I'm just stunned in another sense. I don't even know why I'm surprised at this team, first of all, for disappointing me like this on another Sunday, of course. But the craziest part about this Falcons loss 30-0, and one of the reasons I am so embarrassed and so disappointed in this team as a whole is because we lost 30-0 against the worst team in the NFL, of course, but we had more rushing yards, we had more passing yards, we had more first downs, more third down conversions than the Panthers, but we still couldn't even get a single 3 points on the board. We couldn't get a touchdown. We didn't score in the red zone at all. We didn't do anything at all, but yet we had the Panthers beat in so many different statistical categories in this one single game. We didn't surprise the Panthers defense with anything on the offensive end. Hell, we ain't even get out the pistol formation until we had to on 3rd and long. So these are the things that drive me crazy, as a Falcons fan. And I just don't know what's worse. The fact that the offense couldn't put up a point, or the fact that we couldn't even get pressure against the trash O-line that was protecting Bryce Young. Like last week, we had one of the top pressure or top pass rush defenses in the NFL statistically, and then now we forget how to play football. So, you know, it's not the worst I've seen the Atlanta Falcons in some time, but this game here was very, 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 very extremely disappointing from what I've seen. However, one of the things that are claimed to be a problem so far in the season was the fact that Zach Robinson and Michael Penix Jr.'s communication was not able to be secure. So they've said there was some connection issues where Penix can't really hear the plays, which is why we're having some bad issues about coming from a timeout, but still can't even get the play call. We're still getting a delay. Oh my gosh, I just reminded myself. Getting a delay game after coming from a timeout. What? How? What type of team does that? It don't even matter if you can't hear what the coach is saying in your headset. Just run the damn play that you discussed. What were you talking about in the timeout where you got to come back into the game and you still don't know what play you running? What the hell did y'all discuss? Like, bro, what are we doing? This is the embarrassing type of things that's happening with the Falcons, bro. And like, you know, I think about this and I'm like, damn, I personally don't even want to cut the clip up and post it because I would be even more embarrassed about here. Damn, if I was a Cowboys fan, I'd be on watch. I'd be on watch if I was a Cowboys fan. But I'm a Falcons fan and it ain't that much better, but at least I ain't got the whole world making fun of me every single second. So like I can't even have the fun and make fun of Cowboys fans because my team's so damn bad. Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But other than that, look, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this and then we go. So we'll move on. I'll say that. So a lot of people have been talking about because Penix has or had a bad game so far in this early on in the season against the Panthers. Panthers, one of the worst defenses in the league. Penix had a terrible game. A lot of people are wondering, all right, do we move him? Do we bring in Kirk Cousins and things like that? I think this is still very, very, very soon. This is obviously one of those games. Penix has yet to have a bad game so far in the NFL. Out of the, I think, 7 games that he's played, this is the first one. It happens. It's his welcome to the NFL moment. This is the time where, I mean, yeah, he might have got a little flustered. Who cares? And I'm glad it wasn't on prime time against the Bills or prime time against the Eagles or something. But Carolina Panthers, it does worry me that they had Michael Penix Jr. flustered, but again, I think this is something he can shake off. He's shown me otherwise in all of the other games that he's played, that he's been solid, that he's able to deal with the pressure that's brought to him. He's able to find the open targets. In this game here, it clearly was something going on that is probably way beyond what we know. But it was some stuff that was elementary, and he didn't even get a chance to secure it and just make these passes. So that does worry me, but I think it's still very young, way too soon to be talking about moving on from Michael Penix Jr. That's ridiculous right now. Now, if he goes out the next 2 weeks and does this same exact thing, okay, we have Kirk Cousins for a reason. We have 2 great quarterbacks for a reason. But as of right now, no, we don't need to really be looking at other options because Michael Penix Jr. had 1 bad game. He threw, I think it was 2 interceptions. This is the first time he's thrown interceptions. He obviously overlooked a couple of targets that should have been maybe touchdown plays, but welcome to the NFL moment. This was the time, and I'd rather it happen now than later in the season, and we got to at least give him some grace. Hell, we gave Kirk Cousins like 5-6 games of grace before he actually got benched, so at least for Michael Penix Jr., who's somewhat of a rookie, still young player, we at least got to give him the grace of maybe 2 games before we consider moving him to the bench. That's a little absurd, and that is the truest overreaction of them all. For my Atlanta Falcons fans out there talking about, oh, Michael Penix Jr. needs to go to the bench. That's absurd. That's something that does not need to happen for sure. Now, let's hit the chat. Let's see what somebody said. So we had a guy, Drew. What up, though, Drew? So he said, worst team in the NFL is second in the division. Yeah, this is true. I get it. Panthers. I think he's talking about the Panthers at this point. I can probably go check, but it, at this point, I'm not even afraid to say. So I talked so much. I talked so crazy all summer. I talked crazy week 1. I talked crazy preseason. I've talked crazy all season. So I'm gonna just come out and say this to anybody I really made believe the Falcons was gonna be good. Just take a second and recoup. Go ahead and rewind. We gotta just lay low for a little bit. We gotta chill out for a little bit, including myself. Right now, I'm on the train of the Falcons. This ain't it for us, man. This year ain't it, man. I done lost a lot of faith after this last game getting goose-egged by the Panthers. Like, I done lost a lot of faith. And at this point, I think I'm okay with even admitting that Tampa Bay Buccaneers is about to win this division. And I ain't even mad, bro. You know what? Y'all got it. I just want to see the Falcons win a couple more games. But after this week 3 loss against the Panthers, I'm about to be the most low-key Falcons fan. I'm quiet. I'm chilling. You ain't gonna hear me talking crazy for a minute. We gonna have to win like 4 or 5 straight for me to start talking crazy again. But other than that, man, I done lost faith in this team from that loss. So Tampa Bay, man, y'all got it. Y'all got the division of the NFC South. Everybody else, I'm sorry if I made you believe the Falcons was gonna be good. I'm sorry if I made you place a bet. Do whatever it is to make you think the Falcons was gonna be better than what they are right now. But until further notice, we trash. Until we fire Zach Robinson, we trash. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Look, we got some more stuff coming up though, so don't go anywhere. We got some news. Gonna recap some of the sports going on, recap some of the scores from week 3. Obviously, we still got one more game happening tonight, but then we will tell you who's not and who's not, but the way I like to put it, who's hot and who's stinking up the place. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. It's halftime. We'll be back. All right, this is Michael. So this is not Michael Penix Jr. This is Falcons head coach Raheem Morris after the loss to the Panthers, losing 30-0.
Hats off to Carolina. They outplayed us in every phase. They went out, they dominated the game right from the beginning. We couldn't get things going. We couldn't turn it around. We couldn't survive the moment. And that's what happened in this game. Very humbling game. And ride the emotional roller coaster. And this week we rode the emotional roller coaster and we were down.
Yeah, Coach, what were your issues offensively today?
Everything. They came out right from the beginning and got after us. Obviously early with the headset going out and things of that nature, not being able to get things going in the rhythm. But we won't make those excuses. We had plenty of time to come back, and we're not able to get those things going. That game got away from us really quickly, and we were not able to capture the moment. Hats off.
Well, I hope Raheem Morris know that his seat is heating up. I was one of the few that liked Raheem Morris as a hire, but I hope he knows his seat is warming up. That's all I can say. All right, let's go to the news. And I hope y'all could have heard. I hope y'all heard that. I don't know if y'all did or not, but I hope y'all heard Raheem Morris when I played it. But we'll see. Whatever. Let's go to the news. Like I said. All right. Welcome back to The Run with me, Manny Wilson. Let's get into it. News for The Run. Let's get some recap on the games that happened week 3 of the NFL. Now, tonight for Monday Night Football, you got the Detroit Lions playing the Baltimore Ravens, and this is going to be a great matchup here. The Lions haven't beat the Ravens at all since 2005, and also even more, the Lions, they have never, ever beat the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. And guess where they play tonight? Baltimore Ravens. So I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens in this game, but we'll see. Actually, just like an hour or so. But for Thursday Night Football, we had the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. The Bills whacked up the Dolphins 31-21. As I already mentioned, man, Panthers beat the Falcons. Left them on a goose egg, 30-0. Just embarrassing. Go listen to that part. Anyway, Browns beat the Packers 13-10. Colts beat the Titans 41-20. Bengals, they fell short to the Vikings. Backup bowl here is what they called it. But the Vikings, Carson Wentz actually balled out, put up 41 points on his offense, and the Bengals were left with 10 points. Steelers, they beat the Patriots. Rams, they blew a lead against the Eagles. Eagles ended up winning 33-26, but it was nonetheless a great game here. Jets, they fell short to the Buccaneers 29-27. Commanders beat the Raiders. Texans, they fell short to the Jaguars. Jaguars won that game 17-10. Broncos, they fell short to the Chargers in a comeback win. It was crazy. I'll talk more about that in the segment of who's hot, who's stinking up the place. But the Saints, they fell short to the Seahawks. Bears, they beat the Cowboys at home in their home opener, 31 points, and the Bears offense actually looked pretty good. 49ers, they beat the Cardinals in a close matchup. Crazy game here, 16-15. 49ers ended up winning. Chiefs, they beat the Giants in prime time. I don't know how the hell the Giants got the prime time slot, but they did. Chiefs ended up winning 22-9. Now, for the teams who are hot and the teams who are not, and as I like to say, the teams that's stinking up the place. Some of those, man, let's just get started with a few, because these teams, who's hot and who's stinking up the place? First team who's hot. Philadelphia Eagles. Man, the Eagles, they are hot. I'll give them all the props that they deserve. Eagles, they had a comeback win. They were down 19 points against the Rams week 3, and they came back and pulled off the win. It was a crazy dealing moment from Jalen Hurts, and man, he was balling. I know a lot of people go back and forth about Jalen Hurts is not a top 5 quarterback, and he's not this and he's not that. But look, man, he proved to everybody that he is definitely a top 5 quarterback. He gets the job done no matter what, and this is his 17th straight win going all the way back to last season. So, man, Hurts is the real deal. You got to go back and listen to the other episode when I was officially making it true that Hurts is a top 5 quarterback. So you got to listen to that. But for the Rams, this is just absolutely inexcusable. Blew a 19-point lead, and I for sure thought they had it in the bag. But I mean, nonetheless, Rams showed that they're still somewhat of a threat in the NFC. And yeah, they folded against the Eagles, but that offense led by Matthew Stafford, it's promising. And hey, man, you can never, they showed, if anything, you can never count an offense led by Matthew Stafford out. So, hey, man, Rams, they did blow the league, but I still think the Rams have a huge upside in terms of, the season and how it will play out. Now, another team who's hot is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are hot, and it pains me to say this because I know at this point they're probably going to win a division. But, man, the Bucs and Baker Mayfield are elite. I got to give them credit. 3 straight wins, 2 game-winning drives from Baker Mayfield, and dog, I'm impressed. I have nothing bad to say about the Buccaneers. This is exactly what I was hoping the Buccaneers did not turn into, is a powerhouse of the conference of the NFC. Now, NFC South and the NFC, honestly, you could argue both, but I know the division is trash. I get it. But they have no competition right now in the division. So until the Falcons prove me wrong in thinking that they're trash this season, I think the Bucs really got it wrapped up. But Bucs, man, 3-0 right now. 2 big wins, comeback wins, game-winning drives from Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield has been dealing left and right. The man has, I think, 0 interceptions and multiple touchdown passes, leading his team. Yeah, they have a couple injuries. We obviously know the news just came out about Mike Evans, which is kind of rough. But Baker has shown me he can get it done with receivers and without receivers. So I have no reason not to have any faith in Baker Mayfield. And for those Buccaneers fans out there, just know, bro, you already secured the division. So nonetheless, if you don't go win the Super Bowl, which I really hope you don't do, at least you know you got the division on lock. And that's until my Falcons prove me wrong, which I really hope they do. And I hope I'm wrong here, but I don't think I will be. So Tampa Bay Buccaneers, whoo, y'all boys is hot right now. Y'all hot. All right, another team who is hot. Man, I got to give them credit because this team showed out last night. They showed up and they showed out big time, and that is the LA Chargers. Woo! Woo! The LA Chargers are hot right now. I'm telling you, they had the big win over the Denver Broncos. Herbert, boy, I was this close to calling Herbert overrated, overhyped, and just calling him a bust in every form you could think of. But Herbert has showed me to start the season that he is balling. He had the game-winning drive last night against the Broncos. Herbert is leading the AFC in passing yards, second in touchdowns right now in the AFC, and only has 1 interception. So, hey, man, I got to give him credit. The Chargers are hot, and as a unit, this team has already taken a strong lead in the division. They're already dominating. They beat the Chiefs. They beat the Raiders. They beat the Broncos. First in the division. And man, they rolling strong right now. So with the Chargers, bro, I got to give them all the credit. The only thing that worries me about the Chargers now, I will say that they have some injuries going on right now. We've seen 2 to 3 guys already on the Chargers drop and fall. So if they can stay steady through the injuries that's going along right now, they will be all right. And hey, if you don't get to the playoffs and go far in the playoffs, at least you know that you already got a great chance at winning the division since you've swept everybody so far in the AFC West. So Chargers, man, I got nothing bad to say about you. Chargers, Justin Herbert, whoo, them boys is hot. Oh man, they hot right now. Woo! I'm telling you, it's a long season, but they headed in the right direction. So I'll put it that way. Now, here's the fun part. So talk about the teams that's hot. Got all of them out the way. Chargers is hot right now. Tampa Bay Buccaneers is hot. Philadelphia Eagles is hot. These teams is all on hot streaks. They've been balling like crazy right now. All of them are hot. Now it's time for the teams who are not. The teams who are stinking up the place. The teams who stinking it up. So let's bring them to attention right now. The Miami Dolphins. Whoa. What's that smell? Oh, what the hell is that smell? Y'all smell it? Oh, yeah, it's just me getting ready to talk about the Miami Dolphins and how bad they are right now. It's literally a tragedy going over there in Miami with the Dolphins. Hey, somebody tell Mike McDaniel his seat is warming up and he better get out that hot seat because he's about to be fired. He's fighting for his job at this point. How the hell you got all these assets and weapons over there on the Miami Dolphins, but yet you still can't win a single game so far? And you've had opportunities. It ain't like you ain't have a chance to go win these games, but damn it, you're blowing it. Time after time, week after week with the Miami Dolphins. So, hey, man, I just know I'm tired of dealing with this bad smell over here. So the Miami Dolphins, damn, please get away from me. You are stinking up the place. Damn it. Oh, it's bad. All right, another team here, man. I wouldn't be right if I didn't do this because coming off of the tragedy that I've witnessed over in week 3, it really pains me to say this, but I got to call it even. That's what I do. I pride myself on trying not to be biased about certain teams, and that means teams I like, players I like. So I got to be honest here. The Atlanta Falcons, what the hell is that smell? What the hell is that smell? The Atlanta Falcons, you are stinking up the place. Damn, man, what the hell is going on? Look, yeah, we expected so much bigger and better things from you all offseason. You got Drake London over there, Bijan Robinson, Darnell Mooney, Michael Penix Jr., Kirk Cousins on the bench. You got all of these assets over there, but what the hell is really going on? Because you're stinking up the place over there. I just finally finally started getting excited about the Falcons. I just finally started being able to watch them in prime time. But damn it, y'all about to lose the slot because you stinking up the place so bad, even when you ain't on national television. So when you get on national television and you do the same damn thing, just know they gonna take your behind right off of TV and put you right in a terrible slot for people to not even pay attention to you. That's all you can expect. So, look, man, this offense is a tragedy. This offense is a tragedy. Zach Robinson, Raheem Morris, y'all both need to get it together. Michael Penix Jr., you even had a rough game as well, bro. So you got to get it together. And this offense right now, this offense is ran like a Bentley with regular gas in it right now. This offense stinks. I tell you, man, it's raggedy. It's not free flowing. This offense is just stagnant. It's very predictable. It's anything you want it to be outside of good. This offense is truly ran like a Bentley with regular gas in it. It's disgusting from the Atlanta Falcons. So I'm gonna just be honest here. I don't know what that smell is, but I really think it's the Atlanta Falcons stinking up the place. Falcons, oh, y'all stinking up the place. It is bad. It's bad after week 3 right now. All right, luckily, you guys are not alone. I'll put it that way. The Falcons, you're not alone. The Miami Dolphins, you have company as well. And then that last team who's stinking up the place, oh, yeah, you know I couldn't resist it. How about them Cowboys? Cowboys, hey, man, you ain't alone. At least you got the Falcons and the Miami Dolphins stinking up the place right there with you. But the Cowboys, oh, boy, y'all look rough. And you know what? It probably won't get better. Because have you seen the schedule and the teams that you got to play in the upcoming weeks? Next week, y'all got Micah Parsons coming back to Dallas. And we know he's going to try and make a big impact there. Now, it's not completely over for you Dallas Cowboys because I'm going to give you some credit. You got Dak Prescott back. Maybe Dak can make something happen as we've seen him do in the past. But right now, it's looking bad. So I got to ask you again. How about them Cowboys? I can tell you about them. They stink right now. The Cowboys is stinking up the place. All right, man, look, last team over here, because it's starting to smell a little bit bad over here with the Cowboys, the Atlanta Falcons, Miami Dolphins. Man, I don't know how much longer I can survive in this smell, but before I get out of this terrible smell and this terrible surrounding of teams who smell bad and stinking up the place, I got to go ahead and give one honorable mention to this team here. Oh, yeah, them Houston Texans. Come on, step up, man. Come on, step up, Houston Texans, because y'all boys stinking up the place. Damn it, y'all stink. CJ Stroud. Look, I really want CJ Stroud to be a great quarterback. Coming off the rookie season that he came off of, man, I was really hoping for a great next few years for CJ Stroud, but it seems like I'm getting the opposite because CJ Stroud, man, the Monstars have came and they took all of his powers. They took everything, every bit of skill that we thought CJ Stroud had. And you know what? I really don't think it was the Monstars that took CJ Stroud's powers. I think it was when he dapped up Caleb Williams and tried to little bro him. Why would you do that? I know y'all remember the video when he tried to dap up Caleb Williams and tried to little bro him. And it seems like maybe at that moment, Caleb Williams had a good week last week against the Cowboys. CJ Stroud has been struggling. Oh my gosh. Maybe Caleb Williams and CJ Stroud just switched abilities. Like that's why we're seeing CJ Stroud struggle so much. Maybe it's not just that trash O-line that's stinking up the place. Maybe it is just somehow some sort of Freaky Friday thing happened. Some type of thunderstruck moment happened between Caleb Williams and CJ Stroud. And now all of a sudden, CJ Stroud is playing like Caleb Williams and Caleb Williams is playing like CJ Stroud from the rookie year. But you know what? It don't matter because as of right now, the Texans, I can't bear the smell anymore. You guys are stinking up the place. And it's so bad considering the Texans are here stinking up the place. The Falcons are here, the Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all all are stinking up the place. So I got to get up out of here. You guys smell and you are stinking up the place. I'm out of here, man. So look, this is what we're going to do before we completely rush out of here. Those are the teams who are hot and the others who are stinking up the place. Now, I'm gonna leave you with a positive note here because that's usually what I like to do. Before every episode, on every episode, the positive note for today is just gonna simply be, you can always change your circumstance. Might not change fast, but you can always change your circumstance. You can do something that you never did before, that you didn't do in the past, And it will change your circumstance. It might be for the better, it might be for the worse, but it's definitely going to change. And usually if you have a positive outlook on what it's going to be and what you're trying to change, then it will be for the better. So whatever, long story short, put in that effort to change your circumstance if you do not like it. Leave it at that, man. That's all I got for y'all. So I appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for kicking it and just hanging tight, man. So other than that, man, I really do appreciate you for listening. Drew, this is the shout out to Drew. I meant to actually put it on here earlier. I don't even know if Drew's still in here or not, but he was talking about my Falcons and the Panthers game. Oh man, that was rough. I'm glad I don't have to talk about that no more. Let's move on to week 4. So let's watch this Lions Ravens. Hopefully everybody parlays hit. Hopefully all these bets hit. And then let's just move on to week 4. Fantasy was rough too. So let's just move on to week 4 and let's figure that out. So I'll leave y'all with that, man. Other than that, I appreciate you for tuning in. Send us to a cousin, a brother, uncle, niece, nephew, coworker, friend, family member. I promise you they will not mind. Worst case, they won't listen. But follow us on Instagram at The Run Podcast, TikTok at The Run Podcast. Look at some of the clips from the show. And also, too, with YouTube, check us out, The Run with Manny Wilson. So check us out there. We put the clips and all the videos on there as well. So other than that, we will be back later on this week, and so on and so on and so on.